Welcome back, Family of Light. This is Davida with Medium of the Light Tarot. Virgos, I am back with you for another timeless love reading. Now, if this one doesn't resonate with you, I do have a whole playlist of Virgo readings. And don't worry about if it says January, mid-month, 2020, or something from last year. If it's Virgo and it has the description in the title that meets what's going on with you, check it out. I think they're timeless. I think everybody's readings are timeless. Just depends on the content. If you are new here, welcome. If you are a returner, welcome back. This is the Deviant Moon Tarot. The collective Virgos wanted this deck, and I said, by all means. So what I do is I ask that the people who are going to sit and listen to this for the entirety to ask your guides to come in, talk to mine, and so I can give you the highest and best healing information to help you along your path here. This looks like a weird, dark deck, but it gives super powerful readings. And the more I got into it, I'm like, no, it doesn't seem dark at all. It's actually kind of, most of the time, very comical. Like this one. This one's comical as all get out. She's yelling at him with the 5 of Cups, but look at him, he's laughing. Okay. All right. So this is generally you, this is generally them, and this is the storyline. Flip those two as they read for you. Looks like you've been hard at work here. And with this 2 of Wands, you've been planting some seeds of success. But I feel like you're a very hard worker and your finances are good with this Queen of Pentacles. I feel like your person is not as financially prosperous as you are currently. And it's caused some slowdowns in the thought of taking this to the next level. I think to a certain degree, they take especially with this card here, they take life a lot lighter than you do. So, they're not as accomplished as you are. So you might be saying, hey, you know what? You need to go get this. You need to go get a job. Maybe you need to go get a degree, whatever the case is. But now it just seems to be falling on deaf ears is what I'm hearing. It's interesting with this Ace of Wands. They have so much passion for you, but I also hear that, they want to have children with you. They want to, have that fiery, passionate beginning with you. But you're like, where's the money? How is this going to work? So this is very much a very grounded 3D reading so far. So with the 6 of Wands, they're feeling attacked. They're feeling like, okay, do I have to do something here? You're very driven, and your person is not as driven as you. With this 3 of Pentacles here, it's, like you want to build something. You've already built something solid. You don't want them riding on your coattails. And I feel like they're doing some kind of half-assed attempts. Either you're already married to this person, or you're thinking about getting married, or they want to marry you, but you're like, marry me with what? I think this person, to a certain degree, wants to ride on your financial coattails. They want to be the housewife while you go and work. And this is breaking your heart to a certain degree because you're like, this isn't what I wanted. I don't want to have to be the one that brings in all the money. It's like putting you on the spot. And look at that spotlight she's under. Looks like a she. Could be a he. You never know. Whatever. All you can tell is that they're not real happy. They're like, wait, you're putting me on the spot here, and I don't want to be the one to bring home the bacon. The only one bringing home the bacon consistently. I have never had a reading like this before. This is interesting. But like I said, when they pick these cards, there's something dramatic that needs to be expressed here. They don't want to feel like, that you're this person with all the money and they're the beggar. You want this to be equal reciprocity. And it's certainly not feeling like it. So there's two sets of storylines here. There's one that this is already in a committed relationship where you are married, and you thought we were hoping that this person was going to start contributing because the situation they were in, was you thought it was something fleeting. But since you are such a prosperous person and willing to plant the right seeds, they've kind of taken a backseat. Now with people who haven't made this commitment yet, but they want to have this commitment with you, you're kind of seeing the benefits for them for sure, but you're like, well, where's the benefit for me? Yeah, I love you, but I'm not going to be your sugar mama. I'm not going to be your sugar daddy. I'm not going to be your sugar person. You're like, go get a freaking job. So, and yeah, you feel like, that you're putting down the judgment here because you're like, I'm working hard. I don't know what you do all day, but I'm working hard. So with the Queen of Pentacles here, what is going on? The Knight of Wands. Yeah, you're coming across as the Queen of Pentacles, and this is what they're coming, is this, I have all this passion for you. I'm passionate. I want to give you this and that. But when they want to go buy something, they have to ask you for money. And I think they probably even mentioned, where was this? This card right here. Where they're like, I don't want to have to ask you for money to go buy me things. And you're like, well, I'm the one who makes the money. So, And I think they've proven, for some of you who already are in a committed relationship, that they can't handle money, that they misspend it. And that's why you're giving with one hand, but you're holding back with the other. Or others in this case. Because they would be comfortable in kind of squandering things away, and you're like, no, that's not how this works. No, I don't do that. With this Two of Wands here is the Seven of Cups. So you have decided that there's a choice that you need to make here. Either like, do I stay in this relationship or do I go? Because you're getting really disheartened where you're like, this person, how many times can I yell at them? How many times can I tell them to go get a job? How many times can I tell them to clean up? And then with this Ace of Wands here, and this is why I like so many different cards. So if you feel like you would like to, in gratitude, gift me an Amazon card that I put on my wish list, please do so, because never in any other deck are you going to see an Ace of Wands with a mother holding a child. But in this particular reading, your person's like, yeah, you should have a kid, or however it resonates. And you're like, so now I have to take care of everything and a child? Oop. This person wants to take this into the fighting, into calmer water. They want to get away from this burning city here and go to the calm. Of course they do. They liked how it was before. So with them, with this Ace of Wands, they're like, well, I need to have strength with the situation. I mean, but honestly, let me check in here with your guides. Yeah, you're realizing that this isn't going to change. That this person, part of the attraction to you was your ability to make good money, to bring home the bacon. You've got the Eight of Cups here. So, you know, with this fighting card, they see you trying to walk away. You know, and they really, I'm feeling like they're just not really getting it. You know, maybe there was false attempts before it getting away from them. And they're like, oh no, she'll be back. He'll be back. They'll be back. You know, and it's this defensive card. And I mean, look how distraught this person looks, or this being looks. They're like, this is not what I wanted. It's like going through that dark night of the soul. Realizing that you need to get away from something that it's definitely serving them, but it's definitely not serving you. You know, with this Three of Swords here is the Two of Cups. So they're, you know, they try to woo you and keep you interested, but it's kind of like they're dead and they don't have a whole lot to offer. With this Six of Pentacles here is the King of Cups. So they keep trying to, you know, pretend like they can offer you what you want. And that's why you fell for it in the first place. You know, because the promise was of this commitment with this Ten of Cups. You know, the kids, everything. But your part of it was that you wanted them to contribute. Spirit, anything else? I'm hearing silence. So we know this person wants to stay with you. And it's not just because of money. It's not like they don't love you. It's just that they're lazy and they want you to take care of them. Wife. Yeah, they want to be the stay-at-home wife. But I feel like you don't even know if you would trust them with children. If you already have children, you're kind of dismayed by having to come home and find a mess. You know, coming home and finding the children a mess. Messenger, what is this about? I think in the past you gave weak messages to them. And that's why they keep going along. But I feel now that you're delivering a message, you know, very, very clearly, or you're just about to get there. To be like, I'm not going to put up with this falsity anymore. You say you're going to do something and you don't. You say you're going to get a job or a degree and you don't. You have no ambition. And you know that I do, so you're trying to ride on my coattails. This is young woman. What is this about? I think for some of you, you might even be thinking that they have somebody on the side because they have so much time on their hands. This could be a young other person. Male, female, it doesn't matter. I think here's another letter. There is messenger over here and here. So I think you might be waiting for something. Could possibly be a promotion. And you're getting to the point where you're like, okay, if you're married to this person, do you want to have to pay alimony? Because I think you finally like, no, I'm not doing this anymore. Spirit, what else? Spirit, your guides are saying, and make sure you give this a thumbs up if this resonates with you, that it's time for you to move on, that this person has their own best interests at heart. Yes, they do love you, but I think you've asked yourself this before. If I lost my money, would they still stay with me? You know, and You'd have to answer that yourself. But what I'm getting is no, they would go find somebody else who could take care of them because they want to be taken care of. Let's see. Anything else, Spirit? Let's do some oracle message for you. Parrot Spirit, watch your words. Especially with these messenger and letter. Okay, so what I'm hearing is if you are married to this person, make sure you're very careful about the words you use. And I'm hearing there's some strategizing that you might be trying to do. Like finally get them to, and I know this is very logistical, have them get a job so alimony would be less. Whatever that situation is, I never generally ever talk about stuff like that here. But the Deviant Moon Tarot called for it, so we're going to do it. The Sandpiper Spirit, be playful. So yeah, I feel like that there's no fun for you. This is all serious. You're the one who has to be the serious one. And I think you're done. So, you need to start going and having some fun. Remembering what that's like. Now, Spirit, what else? They want you to know that you're going to be okay. And obviously, financially, you're going to be fine. But you don't want to continue to have this person, you don't want to take care of this person anymore. Comment down below how this resonates with you. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. Just know this is going to be a process and that you're strong, that you can do this. There's no doubt that you can do this. It's just you had to get to that point where you're like, okay, I'm done. You're not making any effort. You're giving some promises, but you're just kind of, like I keep saying, like they keep reiterating, they're riding on your coattails financially. And, you don't need somebody sitting home watching telenovelas or soap operas, right? You wanted somebody who was going to contribute and be your partner, not someone, like an adult child. So anyway, like I said, give me a thumbs up, comment down below, because I'm nosy as I'll get out. I love to hear the scenarios of how these pop through. I'll see you next time, Virgos. You take care and be strong, because I know you are.